Welcome into Caldwell County today, and today we're doing something we all talk about. Every citizen in Caldwell County talks about, and they talk about it and don't even realize they're talking about it sometimes. But what we're talking about is the best of Caldwell, which the Lenoir News Topic puts out. So we're going to go through the list of the best of Caldwell. We're not going to do all the categories because I think
there's a lot, folks.
There are a lot. And it gets very minute in some things. They get very picky about some things. But anyway, we're going to do what we thought were, worthy things to talk about, and we're going to just blatantly have our own opinions on stuff like that. So don't kill the messenger. We're just, going to be
And
here.
these are clearly our opinions. They do not represent the opinions of Caldwell County government. These are just our thoughts.
No. It's Eric, Paige, and Keegan. And this is what we think. So we're gonna start off here.
All right, before we get started,
okay,
I have to ask. So this is a Facebook poll. How do we determine the people that win?
Oh, you don't know.
Okay, so how does it work? How does it work?
So the news topic opens up voting.
Okay.
I think they take nominations before they open up voting. You have a nomination period, and then all those folks that are nominated are put on this voting website.
Okay.
And you can go in, whether you go into the newspaper site, you see it on Facebook, somebody's like, I've been nominated for Best Talk Show Host of the Year, woo! and then I tell my friends, hey, vote for me for Best Talk Show Host of the Year.
Okay.
Obviously, that's not a category because, well, I think you're looking at the talk show host in Caldwell County. So
Currently the only TV station in Caldwell
we are
County.
currently the only one. So there you go. It's probably not really worth your time voting on.
Now this is a good place to start. I gotta say, if you're gonna start somewhere, best milkshakes.
Well, this is the way it started in the book. We're doing them in the order of the book, and you can always go by the Lenoir News Topic. We will thank them for this. You can go by the Lenoir News Topic and pick up your copy just of the best of Caldwell or today's current paper, and tell everybody, hey, that's all I'm gonna say. Over there on what is that street?
Isn't it Penton Avenue?
Penton Avenue. Yeah, it's on Penton Avenue. So right behind the. Foothills Pharmacy and all that, so across from McDonald's, diagonally. So anyway.
Best milkshake.
Yeah, I'm going to let you start with that because it seems like that's a right-up.
Passion about this, I think.
Well, best milkshake. Okay, so Cookout, it was good for a time. It was good for a season. I feel like Cookouts, it's
now,
a good
wait a
place.
minute. Tell people who the three are.
Okay,
so before we hear your argument.
All right, first is Cookout. Second is Shake and Dog. And 3 is Hart's General Store. And that's out on
Highway 90.
Highway 90, yeah.
On Highway 90. Yeah, they go to the petting zoo and all that.
Yes,
and
exactly.
Ice cream.
And ice cream. From Avery County, I think. I think it's from the dairy in Avery County.
It's like some real deal ice cream.
Yeah,
I haven't been there yet, but I keep saying, I'm going there.
All the people from the extension office were telling me how great the ice cream was. So
And
that's something.
They are some experts right there.
Yeah, they're the ones that know. So, but anyway, I digress.
Go ahead.
And I know they buy locally, so it's all,
Yeah, it's
relatively
local.
in the
Yeah,
area.
it's North Carolina local.
But yeah, Cookout, it was good for a time, but I feel like they don't mix it good enough to be the best milkshake in Caldwell County. Like, it's usually at the bottom, you're getting this crust. Like, I order Oreo because I'm a man of culture.
Okay.
And you get like this gigantic black cookie at the bottom of the milkshake, and you're like, I don't want that. You want it to be mixed up a little bit better than that. And I feel like Chick-fil-A does it better, and they didn't even get a top 3 nod.
Oh, didn't even make the top 3.
Yeah, they didn't make the top 3.
But when you think of milkshake, do you automatically go Chick-fil-A?
For me, probably Chick-fil-A, Sonic, because
So what do
they
you
the half
get
price.
at Chick-fil-A?
What do I get at Chick-fil-A?
Yeah, if you get the Oreo at Cookout.
Yeah, I get
what
the
do you
Oreo.
get?
Cookies and
They
cream.
have Oreo?
They have cookies and cream.
Okay.
It's delicious.
Okay.
Have you tried Shake and Dog or Hart's General?
I have not tried Shake and Dog. I have tried Hart's General. I need to try Shake and Dog.
Shake and Dogs, just right up there.
Yeah. I would assume that if Shake's in their name, they got good shakes.
Yeah, they got an idea.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
I haven't had one from Shake and Dog. I have had them from Cookout. I haven't been to Hearts, but I mean, my thing with Cookout, I understand what you're talking about. I tend to get just a regular chocolate shake because I'm kind of boring. I might get like a Reese's every now and then. I will say they have the best selection.
Yeah,
by
true.
far. You got like something to please everybody, and even at Christmas they got eggnog, and summer they got watermelon, which I've been afraid to try, but. Anyway, when I get the chocolate shake and it's not quite mixed all the way, and you get down the bottom and you hit that pure Hershey syrup,
do you like that?
then I kind of like that. Oh, I like that a little bit, and I know it's because they're in a hurry, like you say, and they're not like really mixing it. And another one not on here that my family tends to get shakes at is Tasty Freeze, is Icy Freeze thing, Icy Freeze, and we tend to get shakes there. They have the Hershey's ice cream, and the kids like to get like birthday cake and cotton candy.
They just spoke to my soul right there.
So what are your thoughts on?
I don't do a lot of milkshakes, because if I start, I will become like I'm just addicted. I love sweet things. I have not had Shaken Dog or Hearts General, although that is on my list to try. There's also a new ice cream shop downtown that probably didn't even get opened for this. I think
that's
it's called
true.
Aries. I may be pronouncing that wrong, but anyway, I think that's a place you need to give a look at. I am going to say that Cookout is popular. As someone who drives by Cookout twice a day, I will tell you that traffic gets backed up there. So Cookout, they have something going on, whether it's the milkshakes, the food trays, I don't know, but they definitely have something going on. But I like the local, so I'm going to put a visit to Shaken Dog and Hearts General on my to-do list.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds like something we need to do. Who wants to go next? Anybody want?
Best sandwich, I guess.
Best sandwich, okay.
I mean, I feel qualified to talk about this one.
Okay.
Because I've spent some time at JD's Smokehouse. I'm just going to go ahead and admit it.
As a county employee, yes, you have.
I mean, it's
the county departments tend to love JD's Smokehouse.
We are fans of JD's Smokehouse, and they do have a very good sandwich. Jones also has an excellent sandwich. I don't know if they're back to doing sandwiches yet. Sometimes they're just doing their bakery side, but their sandwiches, I'm not a fan of it, but people talk about their jalapeno bread and how it's just like way off the charts and just puts the sandwich above and beyond. I've also had tumbleweeds. Can you tell I eat a lot of sandwiches? Steak and Tavern, they also make a good sandwich. Jones, I'm doing the roast beef on sourdough. JD's, I prefer the brisket.
Okay.
And Tumbleweed, I haven't eaten there in a while, so I'm not sure, but I'm thinking they may have like a Philly steak and cheese kind of burger. They are, as their name says, Steak and Tavern. They do steak, so there you go, folks.
Oh, there you go.
Well, that was good. I don't have anything to add on that.
Oh, okay. Next up is Best Country Cooking. And our three winners are, number 1, Donna's Cafe. Number 2 is Perks Cafe, which is on Wilkesboro Boulevard. And then number 3 is Judy's Cafe, which is the one that's further out on Mortgage Boulevard out near the Sheriff's Department. And I will say that I have not been to Donna's or Judy's. So my only expert that I go with would be Perks. I like Perks. And, Southern Crossroads didn't even make the list, and that's kind of country cooking.
It is kind of country cooking, but my problem with them is they're hard to find when they're open.
They were having some weird opening times.
They're having a little bit of weird hours there. So
are you talking about Perks, or are you talking about?
No, I'm talking about Southern Crossroads.
Southern Crossroads.
Because I said, let's go to Southern Crossroads, and they weren't open that night. So you got to watch that one. Have had Perks, very good food, always good.
I will say almost every time I go to Perks, Commissioner Donnie Potter is there. I would swear.
Yeah.
I think Donna's is in Hudson.
Is that the one that's in Hudson? That's in Fair Value Shopping Center?
That's the one.
Oh, that's crazy good.
Yep.
Or is that Diane?
I think it's Donna's.
Is that Donna's?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I thought Donna's was where he said. But anyway, we clearly needed to eat more country cooking.
Yeah, we need to get out.
We need to get out more. I have had Judy's Cafe for breakfast. It was very good.
I've had Donna's then. If it's the one in Hudson, I've had it, and it was great. It's in the old Bank of Granny building in the Fairview Shopping Center. Yep. It's really good.
think what pops in my head
Sorry.
here is there's a lot of locally owned restaurants. Maybe we just need to be out trying those more.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, a restaurant review.
Restaurant review. This could be a thing.
It's exciting.
Okay.
Your cornbread is not up to stuff, man.
The next one is best local food truck. We have Paradise Subs at the 1 spot, Anywhere's Fine on the 2, and Craft Taco at 3. I'm surprised that the Running Taco didn't get nominated here.
And where's the running? Where do they set up at?
The El Taco Rienda. I think they kind of have a storefront now. I think that might be why they're not nominated for this.
Oh.
It's like, if you know where Dead Wets Records is in Lenoir, in that big building where
In the Family Dollar shopping
Family
center.
Dollar
Okay.
shopping center is. It's kind of in that situation, but
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Anyway, Paradise Subs. I can't say that I've had any of these. I'm sorry.
That's the one I had at the Mayfest.
Okay.
When we went to Butterfly Festival.
Butterfly.
When your first day of working, his first day of working, we went to the Butterfly Festival, and the lady from Paradise Subs gave me what was it? It was a curry chicken.
Well, yeah,
Curry chicken. It was very
something
good.
spicy.
It was very good. And he's not a carnivore, so he didn't want to partake, but it was really good. I've not had Anywhere's Fine or Craft Taco, but I will say Anywhere's Fine, is that not the one that goes to Health and Human Services a lot?
I think they set up at Health and Human Services quite often. I want to say Paradise Subs does as well, but I could be wrong about that.
Yeah, and it's the one that's owned by the church. They're trying to get money to build the church or whatever, and that's
okay.
the one that's that way. It's like blue. It's got like beach scenes on it. Paradise. So pretty good.
Cool deal.
Well, then we have best non-local food truck, and since we don't seem to eat at the food trucks, I'm not sure how many of us have tried this, but first place was Egg Rollin',
Have had that.
JB's Rolling Bistro, and then Tacos Rendon. I can't even say that.
Resendez?
Resendez.
Okay, tell us about the food truck. You're young, hip. Tell us about the food truck.
The egg roll one's pretty good, I will say. They're more hickory based. I think that's why they're in the non-local food truck, but and they're pretty local.
Still local.
Still local. They used to have a storefront out on Highway 90 as well, and that was a little bit further down, like you're going to Taylorsville.
It was where you turn to go to Oak Hill School.
Yeah, which that's the only one I've had, so it was it was pretty decent.
I've had egg roll, and they tend to park out in the Walmart parking lot here in Lenoir, and I've had them before. And it was good.
Cool.
Really good. I've never had JB's Rolling Bistro or Tacos Resendez.
No, but I'm willing to try them.
I feel like you have to be kind of like near the hospital to get all the food trucks, because that's where they have like a little food truck alley right there.
Yeah.
Right in front of what's the coffee shop that's right there that people really like.
Camp Roasters, or that may not be the way that
Might be.
It's not that far out.
No, I mean,
I think it's closer to Mary's Nails, which is
Mary's name.
Mary's,
which we probably will be talking about later.
which I've had to take the daughter to Mary's Nails.
Well, I guess we'll continue with the food category.
Yeah, the food just keeps going, man.
The food just really keeps going.
And it's really what kind of people look for in this, I think, is the food stuff.
But on this category, I wish they would tell us, like, okay, what is the best appetizer they
Oh, the best one that they did.
The best one, because it just says best apps, and they don't mean the apps for your phone, folks. They mean appetizers.
See, that got me because it said best apps, and I'm like, they're a newspaper. I mean, this is my critique of the Lenoir News Topic. You could write out the word appetizer. You're not going to charge by the letter, so you could write out appetizer. So best apps, I was like, did 1841 have a phone app? No.
They're talking
But
about
think how easy it would be if they did, and we could just be like,
Yeah.
order, run up there, because it's just
run
like,
and get it.
I mean, we're right behind it.
Yeah, we're right behind that.
That would be super fast.
So, but who are our top three? Who is the best apps people?
We have Tumbleweeds in the number 1 slot. We have 1841 in number 2, and Side Street Poorhouse at number 3.
Yeah. So, tell us about Tumbleweeds, because some people might not know it because it's kind of hidden behind Dos Amigos.
Yes.
On Blowing Rock Boulevard.
And get there early if you're going to eat there because their parking lot is kind of small.
Parking lot's kind of small.
Yeah, that building is traditionally, had that little tiny parking lot and a little tiny building.
A little tiny building, a little tiny parking lot, but they have pretty good food.
Yeah.
If you're looking for a steak, don't go there and order fish. I mean, that's just not their thing.
I think they were down in the fish category.
In the fish category. I don't know.
I think they were.
Okay, we'll have to check that
Because I thought that was a little far inland.
Yeah. I mean, that's one thing I have a conversation with my husband all the time. You go to a steak place and then he decides that he's going to get like tuna. And I'm like, dude, their name says steaks. You probably need to stick with the steak.
Yeah.
Don't critique their fish because that's not their specialty.
That's not.
But anyway, that's sidetrack, total sidetrack.
I feel like Tumbleweeds kind of tried to make their restaurant look like an old Western saloon, where you go in the front door and it's like right there. Everything's just right there. And then they have it upstairs, so you got like the.
Yeah, well, that building's been that way, since the 90s. So, but it's got all that lattice work and all that stuff, and it just looks like a saloon. So I guess they just went with it.
Well, and Vicky over at 1841, I've never had anything bad there.
No, never had anything bad from Vicky.
I've never had anything bad from Vicky. It's always good, always fresh, always friendly. You feel like you feel like you're just like going home.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Except,
and she's
in my case, to a way better kitchen. You're going home, but the food's way better.
Yeah, and the Side Street Poorhouse, me and Kathy's been there, and it's like, I mean, they had good appetizers. I think we got like, I think the kids got like macaroni bites or something that was fried, or corn nuggets. I don't remember what they got, but they really like those, and the burgers and stuff there are great.
They do have great burgers there, which is another category we'll get to in a few minutes.
We'll get to later.
Best caterer. Number one, we had Perks. We had JD's Smokehouse and the Lady Irene, which I have not heard of.
I have not heard of the Lady Irene.
I've not heard
of
of
is she an actual lady that's doing the catering?
I will tell you one thing about Perks, because I know the folks that run it, and they recently got a wine truck, an adult beverage truck. And so when you book them for like your wedding or something, they've got the liquor license, they've got all that, you don't have to mess with it, and they got the liquor truck.
Wow.
And so if you're having a wedding and you're going to have an open bar or something, then you got the truck right there, and that's something that's unique. I've not seen anybody else do that here, and it took them a long time to get the permits and stuff, because you know how that ABC stuff is.
Right.
But anyway, I think that's very impressive, and I think they've got a lot of bookings for Caterer because of that. So that might be why they're number one in the county. So.
And again, we eat a lot of JD's here, whether it's brought to us or we go there.
Or we go there, and it's great food.
It is great food.
If you haven't tried it, they're open, Thursday, Friday, Saturday?
Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I think they're open on Sunday. I recommend going on Thursday or Friday just because they smoke first of the week and you get everything a little fresher.
Oh, okay.
That's my opinion.
The inside take.
Being that she's probably eat there more than a lot of people. Because the county, I don't know why, but the county just seems to go there a lot, don't we?
They did. I know when JD's was still in, it really wasn't Rutherford College, whatever little Burke County town they were in, there may have been some trips over across the line to get JD's a few times. So, you know, I guess we are kind of the experts.
Yeah.
And again, the Lady Irene, I haven't tried that, or if I've been somewhere where that was served, I didn't know it. So
Irene, bring us some food.
Yeah, let's
bring us some food. We'll try it. We'll give it a go.
Eric and I'll try it. Keegan will eat bread.
Keegan will watch us try it.
Hey, I can stomach anything. I ate Kool-Aid cake. I'm ready.
That's just you regular viewers.
For you regular viewers.
Just joking.
Whoa. I'm getting a little.
I feel like we need some work on this as a county. Best night spot. And they put /bar. And Tumbleweeds won overall. I think people like Tumbleweeds. I think we've determined this. Liquid Roots is second, and Side Street Poorhouse is third. I feel like Tumbleweeds closes at 9. Side Street Poorhouse closes at like 8. So I don't know if we can really call it night
Well,
spots,
I mean, it depends on what night of the week it is, too.
Right.
You know,
Right.
usually not going to go to a night spot unless
Yeah, I
it's
feel
like
like we need
Thursday
some
or
work on
Friday
this
or
stuff.
Saturday. So,
yeah.
but anyway, not even listed is Granite Falls Brewery, and that's
Yeah.
a really great night spot. And that's not even listed, and I had a great time there the last time I went. So, just saying. And now we're back to your favorite category.
Oh, my favorite category.
I'm just kidding.
Best barbecue, folks. Best barbecue. And I feel like people are really passionate about this category.
For sure.
I just feel like you love one or you love it's just your opinion. So here's what how the folks voted. JD's Smokehouse was 1, Hog Wild 2, and Hannah's Barbecue 3. Hannah's has been with us for a long,
I feel like that's the old
long
standby.
time.
If people want to just get the consistent barbecue, I think Hannah's is like the classic.
Well, and if that's what you were raised on,
Yeah.
then you're
Raised
like,
on
I want
Hannah's.
that.
Yeah.
You know, there's sometimes you want that, and then sometimes you want like JD Smokehouse.
Right.
Hog Wild, oh man, they can do some serious barbecue, serious good barbecue.
Serious good pork barbecue. I believe it's Hog Wild that has a fried bologna sandwich.
Ooh,
I'll just let my Caldwell show. It is a very good thing.
Fried
there you go.
bologna
Fried bologna
Fried
sandwich.
bologna. I mean, it is that thick bologna.
Oh, dang.
Do they smoke it?
No, I'm pretty sure it's fried.
Because I've been seeing. Okay, well it
I'm
is
pretty
fried.
sure it's
bologna.
fried.
Okay, well there is that's a new trend right now in people with smokers and stuff is to smoke big chunks of bologna.
Dang.
Dang.
Okay. Well,
So I've seen that a lot on the YouTubes.
Okay.
I don't have a smoker. I just have seen it a lot. Also in that category, because I want to talk to you a little bit about best barbecue, because I know he's not going to know this.
Yeah.
But City Barbecue in Granite used to be known for. I mean, it was almost refried barbecue, because what they would do is they'd put the barbecue on a grill and they'd chop it up real fine, and it was small and crispy. And that was the style. And now the people that have City Barbecue now, I think those secrets died with the original owners.
Oh, okay.
And so, but they don't do that now. And when I was growing up, you went to City Barbecue just to get that particular type, and nobody else around here
I don't
did
think
it.
anybody around here does that.
Yeah, and it was chopped up so fine. I mean, maybe like a 1/4 inch pieces, and then it was crispy because they had refried it on the grill, and it was totally different, different thing. So, okay, I digress, but they didn't make the cut. So
Next on your protein award here, it's best chicken. Chick-fil-A, the Holy Bird takes the top spot. Then we got JD's Smokehouse and then Zaxby's.
Zaxby's.
Do you feel like when Popeyes comes, they'll be listed next year?
I hope so. I hope they open up. I'd like to give them a good turn there. But I will say I have not had the chicken at JD's Smokehouse. Maybe that's what I need to get the next time I'm there. But number one was Chick-fil-A, like you said. You got to have a Christian chicken in there.
Yes, of course.
And then Zaxby's, and my family haunts both of those places pretty regular.
Pretty regular, okay.
I will say I've had the chicken at JD's. It is very tasty.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
I enjoyed it. I had to.
They give you like a chicken half? Is that what they give you?
No, this is just like chicken you're gonna barbecue. It's just chopped up chicken. You put your little barbecue sauce on it and enjoy. It was tasty.
Sounds good to me. We need to be doing that. Just saying.
All right, best salad. I feel like you should do this category because you're like the
Best salad.
not that
Best
you really
salad.
eat salad.
Village Inn Pizza got the top spot. I think that's interesting that a pizza place has the best salad. I think that's because when you're ordering lunch at any establishment, they're like, okay, we're going to get Village Inn Pizza, and then the people that don't want to eat pizza and want to eat more healthy, like, just give me a salad. So Village Inn got the nod here because that's like a lunch deal.
I will say that I think it's because you get to make your own salad. But you can order a salad from them to go, and they'll say like garden salad or whatever, and they'll do it. And my wife at her work, they do that a lot. And so, and those are good salads when they make it for you too.
Because I think it's weird that we didn't have like the salad bar or.
Well, and a lot of people, I've heard a lot of people here at work like the salad bar that they do at Ruby Tuesday. I've heard a lot of them talk about it quite a bit.
I don't hear anything about Ruby Tuesday.
Yeah, I think they used to do it like a cheap salad. I don't know if they still do or not. Everything's gone up.
Yep.
Everything going on.
Everything going on.
Everything.
We had Chubby's in second and Tumbleweeds. Tumbleweeds again. Getting the
Tumbleweeds.
nod.
Tumbleweeds is. I got to go to Tumbleweeds, man.
I
They
think we
made
need
all
to
the
check
list.
out Tumbleweeds because it seems very popular, and we're maybe not eating there enough. I think Chubby's, isn't that a pizza kind of place?
It's a sub place,
Sub place.
in Granite, and
okay.
Conley Springs. And so there's one at the Granite Bridge that's there at that gas station, and then there's one at on Conley Springs Road, so out a little bit. But anyway, Chubby's subs are great. I know we're talking salads, I'm sorry, but their subs are great. Now this is definitely
That's my category.
Keegan's
this is
category.
Keegan's category. 'Cause there's not a lot of food that Keegan will eat, but this is one of his major food groups. So
Trust me,
this
his
is-
mom stresses over this, over the lack of food he will eat. So go ahead, Keegan, take it away.
All right, so this is the best pizza category. And number 1, we get Village Inn Pizza. Number 2, we have Piccolo's when they're open. And then 3, we have Frankie's Pizza in Granite Falls. Had all these very regularly. When it's open, Piccolo's is the best, probably in the county, close. It's Buffalo Mercantile when they're open. It's like
yeah, see,
you
that's
gotta
what I
get
was
it when
going to ask you
get it.
because I know you like the buffalo.
I like Buffalo Mercantile. I like Happy Valley, and I would probably list them both above Village Inn.
Really?
Yeah, I'd probably list them
Really?
both above Village Inn. But I'd also have Piccolo's above Village Inn too. But I think the more limited hours, I think Piccolo's is kind of losing some traction there.
Yeah.
And Village Inn is bar pie. Like if you like bar pie, that crispy crust, like it's a graham cracker crust
Yeah.
that people really like. I don't know that it's my favorite, but with Piccolo's, you got to get Chicago style. And if you like the deep dish, if you like the sauce on top, I mean, that's the place to go.
Now, and Frankie's reminds me more of like a New York pizzeria.
Very New York
So it's
pizzeria.
just like just
If
get
you want
big,
the
huge
biggest pie you
slice.
can possibly get in Caldwell County, Frankie's is
Yeah,
your
Frankie's.
place.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they all these places do great pizza. It's just however you want it.
Oh, okay. You have any thoughts on pizza?
On pizza, I like pizza. Piccolo's is the last place I ordered pizza from. So, I mean, that's a pretty awesome pizza.
Yeah.
Just, I want to try Buffalo Mercantile and the Happy Valley Filling Station.
Yep.
So, again, I've got more places to try.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you kind of forget sometimes. You're like, oh, well, let's just go here.
Yeah, you
kinda
get in your
forget.
habits. I think this, if anything, as we're going through the food categories, I'm thinking this needs to kick us a little bit out of what our normal routine is. Don't stop at the fast food place. Maybe cruise on over to one of these locally owned businesses.
True. True. Best dessert.
I guess that's
Now,
me.
yeah, that is you. That's so you.
This is so me. First place, the Flower Shop. Second, Hart's General Store. And third is Jones Sourdough. I have had treats from the Flower Shop, and they're addictive. They're delicious.
Where is the flower shop?
On the square,
Underneath.
where
The
the
square.
stage is, it's underneath.
Oh,
It's
in
in
the- oh,
the basement.
oh,
It's a very
oh.
small shop. If you follow her on Facebook, you'll probably gain weight just looking
Oh,
at
okay.
her pictures. She has a standard menu. She does macaroons and cookies.
She usually has a festive cookie, whatever the nearest holiday is. She's got
Oh,
some
okay.
crazy good design.
Well, man, I'm missing out. I need to go up the street.
And we really could walk up the street. Tony's open, I think, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, but really good stuff.
Okay.
Again, I'm going to report my failure to go to Hart's General Store.
It's pretty good.
I mean, I live in Lower Creek, so that should not be a trek for me to go there.
And they got a petting zoo, man.
They got a petting zoo.
They got a pet.
That sounds good though, because I will say that the Hart's Family General Store, I think it's Family Creamery is what they used to call it.
Yeah.
Is they have this loft where it gets hot. It's a barn. It
Yeah.
gets hot up in the loft. But I will say the most fun I've ever had was eating chocolate chip ice cream and dancing at the top of the thing. It just makes the most satisfying sound when you like rodeo dance up there. It's great.
All right.
It's just a good, country western kind of place to go eat ice cream.
And living on the end of Highway 90, I've noticed that they've put up signs, especially like when school started back, for they have coffee now. So they have like a little coffee bar. So if you haven't been down there, give them a go.
And again, Jones, she just has awesome food.
Now, where's Jones Sourdough for people that don't know? Because it's kind of hid a little bit.
It is hidden. If you know where Fairfield Cherry is in Lenoir.
Back that way.
Literally back that way, which you guys just think he's pointing at a curtain, but he really is pointing in the direction of Fairfield Cherry. It is down the side street beside Fairfield Cherry. I think it used to be an oil company, maybe.
Yeah, it was like an oil or a coal company or something. It was some kind of fuel something.
You know you're from Caldwell County when you list what it used to be. So there you go.
There you go. But it's like you go to the Fairfield Chair main office and you can see it, and then it's that little tiny road that's between the little convenience store and Fairfield Chair main office, and it's right past that convenience store.
So check out all three of those.
Now our next category for food is best seafood. And our top winners are, number one is Captain's Galley, which I got to give them that. I mean, that's probably the best fish camp that's around here right now. Number two is the Mayflower, which is here in town. And we like to go to the Mayflower from time to time and haunt that place. But Paige, what under best seafood is number three?
Tumbleweeds. I had no clue that tumbleweeds had seafood.
Yeah, I just had to pick on her.
Yeah, well.
She said, I ain't ordering no fish at the tumbleweed.
Well,
it's steak place.
Apparently that is the place to order. Okay. Who knew? I didn't know.
It's the place to order seafood and wings, apparently, because that's the next topic.
Well, okay, now your husband is the wing expert.
Yeah, he does love some chicken wings. I do not. He laughs at me because if we go to one of the commercial chain wing places, I just get the boneless, and he says that's like eating chicken nuggets. It's not really eating wings. So I just have accepted that as my fate and just go, okay, I'm going to order my chicken nuggets this way. So
well, that's, I mean, some people are adverse to the bones, so I understand that.
But since I don't really eat a whole lot of wings, I can't speak to.
But you hear it.
I hear it, and I have heard Tumbleweeds offers, awesome wings. I can speak that my husband has tried the wings at Side Street. He liked those as well. I don't know that he's had wings at Village Inn.
I'm trying to think of which night is wing night at Village Inn, and I don't remember if it's Tuesday or Wednesday, but I think it's one of those. And I will tell you that if you go on that night, we'd take the kids, to get pizza, and it would be wing night, and you couldn't get in the place. Wow. And it was thumping, and of course this is before COVID, so right. But I'm telling you, it was like, and so people must love them wings, and they looked quite well fried. I mean, they look good. They look good to me.
I'm going to throw this weird fact in there. My dear sweet husband, his favorite wings in town are from China Garden.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yep. Okay. So. And they didn't even make the cut.
They didn't make the cut because I guess most people don't realize you can get chicken wings at China Garden, but he's a fan.
Okay. All right.
So.
This is the coolest category in the food category. Best Hush Puppies went to Captain's Galley Seafood. And then we have Hannah's Barbecue at 2 and Mayflower Seafood at 3. What do you guys prefer when it comes to Hush Puppies? I don't like onions. Do you like onions?
I think the onions give it a little flavor, but I like onions. Okay. I like onions. My personal thing that I notice out of these top three, Captain's Galley, Hannah's Barbecue, and Mayflower, is that Mayflower and Captain's Galley both do the long, skinny Hush Puppies, whereas Hannah's does what I consider a traditional Hush Puppy, which is the ball. It's the ball. And recently, my wife Kathy's got to where she really likes the Hush Puppies from Hannah's. So if we get barbecue, she's like, give me a side of Hush Puppies.
Okay.
So we've been doing that a lot. I will tell you her trick, though, is she only eats the outside, so she has like little snowballs left when she only eats the crusty part. So telling on my wife there. So, and she'll be like, can I have your Hush Puppies? Go for it. So.
Eric, you got to know about this.
I got to know about that. What's
French
that?
fries.
French fries. Oh, Lord.
Where do you get French fries? You can only eat 2 of.
I can only eat 1 or 2 of now. I used to love French fries back in the day. But anyway, on current medicine, fried foods are very difficult for me currently. I always thought McDonald's did have the best fries. Listed here is number 1 McDonald's, number 2 is Icy Freeze, number 3 is Tumbleweeds yet again. So apparently we need to go to Tumbleweeds.
What kind of fries does Tumbleweeds do?
Yeah, well they do.
I don't know. I mean, it's been so long since I've eaten at Tumbleweeds. I need to go back there and check it out.
Not that Tumbleweeds is not good, but it sounds like whoever was running their Facebook account got people to vote.
Well, it's a younger crowd, so they're probably going to get more votes and stuff. Icy Freeze, they have the traditional kind of McDonald's skinny fry. And so they're good, but when we go to Icy Freeze, a lot of times we get the tater tots.
See, that's the thing.
Tater tots.
I get the tater tots at Icy Freeze a lot, so I don't get their French fries. But y'all, when I want just a good greasy burger, Icy Freeze is something. I mean, it's just there's something about it that just sings to my soul.
Yeah,
that's it.
Again, a little more than you want to know about my eating habits and my high cholesterol, but there you go. So then we move on to Best Sub Sandwich Deli. And I feel like Jersey Mike's being new on the scene might have helped them get the number 1 spot because it's the latest and greatest. But Jersey Mike's, again, I give that 2 thumbs up. It's close. We will grab a sub there quite often.
It's expensive though. Like I don't think you could eat there for lunch multiple times in a week.
Really?
And like it's not really, worth that. But
I don't know. Because you're going to spend them have gone up so much that I'm just like
true. I've heard though that if you go to Jersey Mike's, you might as well just go to Firehouse because the Firehouse Subs is apparently just as good and if not better. Because you can get what's the thing that they do better than anybody else? I'm sorry, I'll think about it. But.
That Firehouse does better than anybody else.
I forget what
I would say their steaming technique because when you get a Firehouse sub, it's got a little steam to it. You know, it's steamed really good. Any other thoughts on those? Anything?
Not really. I mean, I do want to give out to Chubby's of Baton. Again, locally owned, and I think we overlook those places so often for chains. Yeah,
so we got Jersey Mike's, Chubby's of Baton, and Firehouse Subs. And Chubby's is great. I used to eat Chubby's a lot. I used to do a lot of theater at Caldwell Tech, and we would get sandwiches from there quite a bit. And Chubby's was fabulous. Firehouse Subs, I love. I will tell you, this is my weird New Yorker thing. Firehouse Subs is the only one around here that has a corned beef sub. Okay. That has corned beef. And so I like to get corned beef sandwich when I get from Firehouse because nobody has corned beef around here. And cool. Jersey Mike's I love it. And they have such a thing as called Mike's Way. Did you know that? So it's like the way, I mean, it's just like ordering it, you get Mike's Way, and it's like you don't have to tell them everything. I want that. But yeah. And of course, Subway didn't make it, but but I do like Subway. So
next category we have Best Breakfast. I can speak to this.
Okay.
Donna's Cafe, I believe, still in Hudson.
Hudson. Sorry about that, Donna. I've been there.
Yeah, it's good. It is good, but you got to get out of bed. They stop serving at 10:30, I believe. Yeah. Just like Hardee's.
10:30 at night.
10:30 a.m. 10:30 a.m. Main Street Magic Cafe. That's second, and I've had their breakfast, and they do it all day. So that's a perk of that. Yeah. You can have it whenever you want it. And then we have Judy's Cafe at 3.
Okay.
I don't know that I've had Judy's Cafe and breakfast. I might have had a biscuit.
What? No Waffle House?
I think Papa likes to go there. No, exactly. No Waffle House.
No Waffle House?
Yeah.
We do have a Waffle House. Sorry,
we got a Waffle
Sorry,
House.
Waffle House fans.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah. No, it's having some staffing issues.
Well, as they always do. As all the restaurants are currently.
They went so broad on this one. This one's best fast food. And they've just been talking about the rest of these. But they went with Chick-fil-A number 1, Highway 55, so they finally got some Highway 55 love, and then Icy Freeze. What do we think about that category?
I love Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A's
I
great.
love Icy Freeze. I have not tried the new Highway 55 burger. I have not tried the restaurant here. I had a bad experience in one in another location.
Oh, really?
I think it was the timing of our arrival. But anyway, so
Did you get there when the bus pulled up?
I think we got there and they were about to close. So, that's not a good time in restaurant world. So anyway.
I think Highway 55 should have been nominated for shakes. They got great shakes.
It says it right there, in their name.
Right in their name. Shakes and fries. I have a go-to for my family is Chick-fil-A. We'll go there. Me and my wife like Icy Freeze, but the kids not so much. Highway 55 we've had once, and it was really good, and we haven't been back, but it's just because we kind of forget about it because it's out of the Smith Crossroads.
It's not on that main fast food drive.
If you go that way, you're going to Micarita probably.
Or you're headed to Hickory.
You're headed to
Or going to Donna's Cafe. Donna's Cafe, located in Hudson, North Carolina.
Okay, I'm going to take the next category because, again, it sings to my sweet tooth. Best donuts. Number 1 is Krispy Kreme, 2, Whole Lot of Donuts, and 3 is Dunkin' Donuts. Krispy Kreme is my childhood. I love, love, love Krispy Kreme.
Yeah.
You want to make my week, bring me some hot Krispy Kreme donuts. I'm a happy camper. Whole Lot of Donut. Those donuts are like
huge.
I haven't had any of them.
That is a whole lot of donut.
That is a whole lot.
It is a whole lot of donut, and I cannot consume one by myself.
Okay.
It's very huge.
So we need to get one and split it.
It says get one and split it. Like you probably don't need a whole dozen unless you're feeding a whole herd of people. For the 3 of us, I'm thinking we could probably do with like 3 donuts. My dad recommends their apple fritters.
Oh, okay.
So just keep that in mind. Dunkin' Donut, it's a good staple. I have a husband from that southern state that might be having a hurricane right now. Anyway, he's a fan of Dunkin' Donuts, but I think he likes the scope of things he can get, not just necessarily the donuts.
I feel like Dunkin' donuts are more cakey.
Yeah,
they are more cakey, and
some people really like that.
Yes.
I like it as well, but it's got to be hot. They don't usually have them hot.
yeah,
So.
they have.
Really? It's got to be hot?
It's got to be. Donuts got to be hot.
Not necessarily.
Oh yeah.
Homer Simpson and blueberry donuts at Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh, okay.
All right, I'm going to let somebody else take the next one.
Carnivore.
Best steak. The best steak listed is, oddly enough, here in town is Tumbleweeds. Number 1, Tumbleweeds Steak and Tavern. And then number 2 is Dodge City Steakhouse, which I have been to, and it's really good. 1841 is number 3. And yeah, I bet, I've never had a steak at 1841, but I bet it's good.
I bet it is good.
I bet it's good because everything 1841 is good. So, that's why a lot of folks around here, you hear people meeting for dinner and stuff. They go to 1841. It's kind of the bar, I think, the standard. But anyway, Tumbleweeds, gonna have to give them a try, man. They've in every category. So,
they are sweeping the categories.
Let's just go. Let's just have an office visit to Tumbleweeds.
I think that's. What are you going to eat, though?
I'm going to try to. I'll find something.
You'll find something. He can get wings.
It's like a Tex-Mex kind of style. I'll find something.
They got to have pizza. They got everything else.
Yeah,
they got
that's
seafood.
true. They got seafood. They got to have pizza.
But Dodge City Steakhouse, if you haven't been, is really good, and took over where Sagebrush was across the street from Walmart, and me and Kathy ate there. It was great. It was great. So we enjoyed it.
They have really good rolls. Again, back to the bread, the fats.
It's all about the bread.
It's all about the bread.
I'm taking this one, y'all.
Okay,
Best
we'll
biscuits. Best biscuits. We got Bojangles in first. We got Hardee's in second, and we got Chick-fil-A in third. Honestly, I think Bojangles is on this list first because they're open the whole time and they have biscuits the whole time.
Yeah,
Hardee's
biscuit all day.
Yeah, Hardee's stops at 10:30, I think.
Yeah.
So you got to get up and get Hardee's. But if it's just going on biscuits alone, I'm going Hardee's being better than Bojangles.
Oh, really?
Just on biscuits alone.
Just on biscuit alone.
But Bojangles has biscuits all day long, so you can have it for lunch, you can have it for dinner. But yeah, Bojangles is certainly.
But Chick-fil-A come in third, and they have more of a floury, grandma kind of made it kind of biscuit.
Really?
Yeah, so, and they stop with their biscuits at 10:30 as well.
Okay.
But I do enjoy their biscuits, I will say.
I'm a little disappointed we don't have any of these local places that do breakfast on here as Best Biscuits. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with these chains. They all make a good biscuit, but I just, I feel like we got some local restaurants that they've got a good biscuit game.
And I think it shouldn't necessarily be Best Biscuits as a category, but Best Biscuits in a hurry.
Yes,
Because that's what it seems to be. Best biscuit in a hurry. In a hurry.
Yes.
There you go.
We need to get a Rise. Have y'all ever had Rise? It's a chain that was down in the Triangle area, and their biscuits were just gigantic.
Oh, Lord.
I think you could have a nice big old biscuit. I feel like that should come to Caldwell County.
Yeah, I know Biscuitville's coming back to Hickory.
Oh, Biscuitville's
yeah, they were there for a while.
Biscuitville's great,
but they just didn't seem to have the business. So, but it was okay.
It's all this biscuit competition.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, well, we are in the South.
Paige,
now,
do you?
Yeah,
you do
Paige.
coffee?
We're going to throw the coffee page as well.
Oh, I do coffee. Yes, I do coffee. I have a rule that I try not to spend my salary on coffee because let me tell you, you can get addicted to this stuff, and you can get. There's something about swinging by some of these places and getting coffee. So, number one in the coffee is Elsie's Coffee Shack. I have not had Elsie's coffee, but
Is it a truck or what is it?
I want to say that it's probably a truck, and they may have just opened up a storefront, but I could be completely wrong about that.
Okay, well, that's fine.
Blue Moose Coffee, yes, I've had Blue Moose.
The Moose.
I mean, you can't go wrong with the Moose. Every family member, friend who comes to visit here, that's where they want to go is to the Moose.
And they have like a regular setup at CCC and TI that they go and so they're racking in the business there.
I will say Blue Moose, I love their smoothies, which has nothing to do with coffee.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, they're, again, we're going to go to Peach smoothie. It is delightful. And sometimes when I don't have time for anything else, that will be my lunch.
Oh, wow.
It's very good.
Confession time.
It's confession time. Carolina coffee. I don't think I've had Carolina coffee, but I'm always up for some good.
Now, where are they?
See, I'm not sure, so that's why I don't think I've had them.
Yeah. And see, Dunkin' didn't even make the list, and my family goes to Dunkin' quite a bit for coffee.
Right. I mean, we have so many local places.
Starbucks, too.
Well, we have Starbucks. We have here in downtown Lenoir, there's, I get their name wrong all the time, so I'm sorry, but Camp Roasters, they actually sell some of their specialty coffee blends.
Yeah, and they're really good.
They're really good.
It's really good. Camp Coffee.
Camp Coffee. My son got some of their coffee for Christmas that he could take home to Raleigh. He was a huge fan, so.
Oh, there you go.
Lots of good places to get coffee. So if you need that shot of caffeine, we've got it here in Caldwell County.
Okay.
Best sit-down dinner.
That's if you're tired of standing up.
Sit-down dinner.
So your best sit-down dinner.
And JD's reigns supreme again.
Oh,
JD's is listed first. 1841 is listed second. And Tumbleweeds making it on there again.
Dang.
Let's go on a field trip.
Yeah.
Yes,
Sit-down dinner. I kind of feel like a sit-down dinner is, they're dimming the lights. They're
You're going fancy.
The price is going up.
Yeah.
You're going fancy.
That's what I think of when I think of a sit-down dinner, but I don't know. JD's has everything you could want if you want Southern cooking, though. So.
Yeah.
That's sit-down, I guess.
But see, that's what I was talking about the bar as far as 1841. Is 1841's listed second because the newness of JD Smokehouse is in there.
Yeah.
But I mean, you want something fancy and you want something really good. It's going to taste good. I've never had anything bad at 1841, and
Nice.
it's right here on Main Street. Go see Vicky.
Nice.
She'll hook you up.
I was going to say about JD's, one of their sides is banana pudding, folks. Again, sweet tooth.
Oh, yeah.
So, you want to get your sweet potato casserole and banana pudding as a side. There you go. It's right there at JD's.
Now, my son complained he thought JD's should have mac and cheese, and they
Definitely.
They don't.
yeah
They should
need to
definitely have mac and cheese.
cheese.
I worked at a barbecue restaurant. Mac and cheese ain't that hard. We can get barbecue.
But anyway, they do have jalapeno cheesy grits.
And I
He
hear
tried
those are
that.
very good.
Yeah,
I
he
haven't
tried
tried
that.
them.
Yeah, he tried
So.
that. Best hot dog? hot dog. Okay, of course, number one is Shakin' Dog, which is right down here in downtown Lenoir, and they have Home of the Dollar Dog on Tuesday, and you will see that place.
Be lined up.
Lined up on Tuesday. And they have other types of specialty dogs, like they got the barbecue dog, like, you know, they have things like that. So when I say barbecue dog, it's a hot dog with chopped barbecue on top of it. It is a barbecue dog. But Shakin' Dog's great. If just swing by there, it's always good. If you don't want to fight the crowd, go any day but Tuesday. Icy Freeze, I love their hot dogs, and that's what I think of traditionally when I think of a hot dog place. I mean, it's just the slaw. I mean, a southern hot dog is what I'm talking about. It's got the slaw and everything, chili slaw and everything. Huffy's, which is in Granite Falls, Huffy's Sandwiches and Ice Cream is number 3. And I haven't had a hot dog from Huffy's, I don't think, but I've had some ice cream and some hamburgers there, and Huffy's is really good.
Long dogs.
Oh, they do their foot longs?
Foot long.
Yeah, speaking of that, Sonic didn't make the cut. And they got the Coney, man.
Sonic didn't make any of these.
And Sonic, you know, I like me a cheese coney.
Oh yeah, well it's good and cheap. I mean
it's good and cheap, but it's, you know, it's got that grease coating. You could kind of like, you know, refill the oil in the car with the top layer of grease you get off of it.
And I like what they've done here. They've kind of separated the two categories: best hamburger franchise only, and then best hamburger locally owned only. Okay. So franchise only, we had Highway 55 take the cake. Yeah. And Wendy's. And then Cookout. Do we agree on this? With the burgers that they've, I mean, no Burger King, no McDonald's. We've got Highway 55, Wendy's, and Cookout. For a fast food hamburger, there's something about that flame broiled Burger King. I mean, Burger King doesn't have the fries. I mean, their fries are okay, but they don't have that. But that flame broiled. That's so much better. You like that? That's so much better. Yeah, and Highway 55, the burger I had there was great. Wendy's, I'm really bad to get like a Carolina burger.
Oh, that's my favorite.
Yeah, so that's, you know, so that's just about like going to Icy Freeze. And then Cookout, I love their burgers, so I'm good with that. I'm good. I don't know why I just suddenly took over and started talking about hamburgers, but there you go. That's good. Best locally owned hamburger.
I guess I can talk about that because you were back to Icy Freeze, and I've already confessed.
Yes, she has.
I love an Icy Freeze burger. There's just something that sings to my heart right there. It's awesome. So that's just one of my favorites. Tumbleweeds also has a good burger. Now you can't stand outside and, you know, get it and run like you can with Icy Freeze. But Tumbleweeds, if you're going to sit down and have a burger, that's a good place. Al's Diner. I haven't eaten at Al's Diner, so I can't.
Granite Falls.
Granite Falls.
Granite Falls. So when you get right off the exit. So the ABC stores right here. You get right off the exit. It's right there.
it's the gray building that you come to the end of the road at. Like I have had one there. Yep. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's good. My dad used to haunt that joint for a while. He used to eat lunch there just about every day. So and now we're on to best Chinese food.
China Garden, baby.
China Garden, baby. Man, the last time I went there, they're so friendly, and I'm trying to think of the lady's name. My daughter went to school with her daughter, and the two kids are gone.
Amanda and Steven.
Amanda and Steven are gone and gone to university, and so I felt bad for them because like they're having to do it all. I mean, the two of them, the couple, is doing it all, and but it's the best one in town. Hong Kong Express is in Granite. Whitnall. Okay. Is that the one that's in Whitnall? I think that's Hong Kong Express. And me and my wife like it. We go there from time to time. So it's pretty good. Now, Jasmine, is that the one that's out at Food Line?
Food Line on Morganton Boulevard.
On Morganton Boulevard, okay. And I haven't been to Jasmine, so I need to try that because I like Chinese food.
I want to say Hong Kong Express is the one. It's sort of in Granite. It's in a convenience store / Papa John's, and then it's there.
Oh, well, you think that's that one?
I
So
think
we're not
that's
sure about Hong Kong Express.
Hong Kong
but-
For some reason, I'm thinking it's the one in Whitnall, but not Whitnall. What is that? Whitnall? What is that? Yeah, it is Whitnall. That's Whitnall.
I'd see. I'm thinking it might be the one that's in the shopping center. It's almost to Granite on 321. So there you go. We clearly don't. We clearly don't have a clue.
I'm pretty sure
We gotta know
it's the
this
one
one.
in Whitnall. Oh, he's going to look it up for
Now
us.
he's going to look it up.
He's going to look it
I'm
up.
going to try to do the Lord's work here and try to find where this
Because
is.
I'm pretty sure it's the one in Whitnall.
Express. Okay. The one I'm talking about is Hong Kong Kitchen.
Aha!
Okay.
Aha!
Hong Kong Express is the one.
Says Norwood Street is Whitnall.
Let's see. Yes, Norwood.
Yeah!
He nailed it.
Why don't we look up Donna's?
He nailed it.
While
Yeah.
we're at it, and that's another one we
Yeah,
didn't
Donna's
know.
Cafes in Hudson.
Donna's Cafe. Oh, he knows. He
Okay.
knew.
Yeah, he knew.
This is
some
another one
things.
we're going to throw your way because I think it's food group you eat.
Oh, ice cream?
Yeah.
Ice
Yes.
cream, baby. Arts General Store gets number one. TCBY, which I don't know why that's in the ice cream cat. They don't.
It's
really-
yogurt.
Yeah, it's yogurt. But anyway.
Frozen.
True.
Frozen.
And Huffy's in Granite. So I would say the best ice cream place is not on there, but that's okay.
What's the best one
ice
to
cream
you?
place?
Dairy Queen.
Well, I was wondering about
Saucer.
Dairy Queen.
I mean,
and
if you're
then
gonna go saucer, Dairy
also
Queen.
Tasty Freeze. I mean, Icy
Yeah,
Freeze.
exactly. I
I'll
would take
say
either of
Tasty
those
Freeze.
places over TCBY. And-
Yeah.
I'm sorry, TCBY. It's good.
See-
I like their sorbet. TCBY's got a good
There's
sorbet.
something about, and this is a totally little kid thing, and I haven't had one of these in I don't know how long. But when I think of ice cream, I think of the dip cones that you could
Ooh,
get
the
at Icy Freeze.
swirly
Like
cones.
you get the swirly cone, and then they dunk it in the chocolate or dunk it in the red stuff. I don't know. It's not strawberry. I don't know what that is,
Yeah,
but it's just red.
flavor. It's sweet.
flavor. It's sweet red. But yeah. And
We're still doing food.
we're still doing food. This is all about the food. That's what it's really about.
Food.
We did this right at lunchtime just for maximum.
Yeah,
pleasure.
to make us even hungrier.
Best
and-
Japanese food.
And I love Japanese food. This is like my thing, and I am just heartbroken, I tell you, that Nara Express caught fire, and it's number one. Yeah, it's number one. Fuji Japanese seafood and steak is number two, and the Tokyo Grill. And Fuji is beside Shields, I think. Is that the one beside Shields, or is that in?
That's Fumiyoshi.
That's Fumiyoshi. Okay, see, I'm wrong on that.
And
Where's Fuji at?
I believe
think
that's in Hudson.
In the Hudson.
That's in Hudson on the main drag, or?
I think
Yes.
so on 321.
Okay, all right. And then Tokyo Grill, I got no idea where that's at. Is that
That's
the
a
one that's in?
fantastic
That's the one that's in Walmart Shopping Center in Granite, I think.
Oh, yeah. I think
I
you might be
think
right.
that's the
Okay.
one.
Yeah.
I think that's Tokyo
right.
Grill.
Yeah, it's one that's down the way
So,
from Frankie's.
you would think I would know more, but I'm so used to Nara's that that's where I go.
And Nara was my guilty pleasure. Chuck would be out of town. I'd just swing through Nara and grab me some food because he's not
Sweet.
a real big fan of it. But gone. The
Yeah,
other night.
gone for now, but
Gone
you
for
know,
now. It just makes me sad.
yeah, it makes me sad as well.
Best Mexican food. I like mi carita, and that was number one.
Yeah.
So let's go, voters. Way to go. Number two was Dos Amigos, two friends. We got three, Pancho Villa, I mean, in Granite Falls. I love how they put that, it's the one in Granite Falls, not that trash that's in Lenoir. Like, it's the same.
I actually like the one in Lenoir better.
Yeah, I think I do too. And I'm like, what? Why is
I'm
it?
sorry.
Why is it put in Granite Falls? But
My children, when they think of Mexican food, they think of Dos Amigos.
Do they?
That's what they want. They
Okay.
want Dos
Is
Amigos.
it all of the like sauces, salsa, white sauce?
Yeah, they do have all that. So,
They
yeah.
do have all that.
The options.
So the options.
Yeah, the options.
I get overwhelmed with the options, but I have finally figured out which is my favorite. So
Oh,
can move
okay.
on.
Well, there you go. And there's something about mi carita.
this
I
is
like.
yours. This is weird.
No, this is local. This is why this is on Caldwell County today.
best liver mush, folks.
Best liver mush.
If your mama didn't make it, where are you gonna get it? right here.
Or if your mama's passed.
Or if your mama's passed.
Mama's passed.
Where are you going to get your liver mush?
Right.
And how do you like your liver mush fried? Do you like it crispy?
Because that Yankee girlfriend of yours, she don't even know what it is. She ain't
don't
about to
know.
cook.
She
ain't
don't know
to
about
cook
liver
it.
mush.
And she sure ain't going to cook it in no cast iron skillet. So just,
Yeah.
you're not going to get
Don't
no
let her
crispy
touch your
edge.
cast iron skillet.
Yeah, don't let her clean it.
Don't let
Just
her.
saying.
All right, liver mush. We got City Barbecue, Donna's Cafe, and Judy's Cafe. So there you go.
There you
That's where
go.
to get your
There you go. There's your liver
liver
mush.
mush.
There you go. So, and we're going to go with Paige on this one again. No, I'm just kidding. Best winery.
What do you think the best winery is?
Well, I'm just going to go ahead and say this. I find it interesting that Moonjoy Meadery is in the best winery category because is that really a winery since they make mead?
Let's see.
I think they make both.
Well, they may make both,
don't
and
know.
we
I think
should
they
know
make
because
both.
they are
They're
literally
in the parking lot.
right there. Twisted Vine, which is down in Hudson.
Yes.
I think they've definitely got they're known better.
They are very well known. Moonjoy is like right here across from us, and I've noticed just as our parking lot kind of clears out of county
in the
employees that we do get a lot of folks going into Moonjoy, and
Oh, yeah.
and they seem to be doing a really good business. I think they even have game night some nights.
Oh,
If you want to
sweet.
hang out and play games, check out Moonjoy. Shadowline Vineyard. Is that in Morganton?
I don't know because it seems like because it seems like it's named after the
The
lingerie
lingerie
company that
company.
used to be here years and years ago. So Shadowline Lingerie. Yeah. Okay.
That's some history.
Shadowline, I remember going with my aunt and my mama to Shadowline's factory outlet, and they would have filing cabinets. And the filing cabinets, like old beige filing cabinets. And they would have the filing cabinets, and they'd flip through there and get their nighties, pajamas, and underwear.
They have panty filing cabinets?
They had, because they put them in filing cabinets. So I guess they had it by
man.
size or whatever, but it was like if you went to the outlet. But a lot of people, Shadowline, it's now a school or
over
something. It's a
there.
school in Morganton now. But when you first cross the bridge and you're going into Burke County, then it's over a big white
Wait, let me
building.
look that up.
Yeah, it's a big white building over on the side. But anyway, Shadowline, they would always have the ads of the ladies and the lingerie for Spain hours and stuff in the
wow.
paper.
Okay, yes.
And it was the big, tall, grayed out wash drawings of the ladies. But anyway, that's where they got the name Shadowline, was because of the underwear.
Next one is Best Bakery. The Flower Shop takes the cake. Literally, they have cake sometimes.
Okay.
Kendra's Bakery Creations take number 2, and third, Jones Sourdough.
Jones Sourdough.
And I feel like we're
So-
seeing a lot more pop-up bakeries.
Yeah.
Check your Facebook. A lot of people are bragging about who made the birthday cake, which I think is really cool.
Yeah, and this, what's the real good one that's across from Sonic?
Oh, yes.
Oh, it just changed hands.
Did
Oh,
it?
did it? I knew they
Well,
they
by just
painted it.
changed hands, I mean like maybe a year ago.
Oh, okay.
So, but yes.
Yeah, but it's good.
It is
I don't
good.
know the name of it, but it's
Good.
And sticking with yeast,
That's
we
great.
have best craft beer, which, hey, Granite Falls finally made the list. Number 1 is Liquid Roots Brewing Project. Number 2, Granite Falls Brewing, which I'm sorry, the best beer I've had from around here has been at Granite Falls. Side Street Poorhouse also has a craft beer, but Liquid Roots is good. I've had some good stuff there, but there's a stout they have at Granite Falls Brewing that's just like.
I find it
so
weird that
good.
Happy Valley didn't get a nod in any of the food things, and that's relatively new. You'd think
Yeah.
the filling station would get more love.
You would think, but you got to have that media presence, I guess, to
Right,
get in
you
here.
do have to have a media presence to get in here to get the vote. And I do think a lot of people campaign, I mean, via social media and other ways. So like, hey, vote for.
Yeah, and that's what happens with this. So it is a little bit of a popularity contest, but that's kind of what it is anyway. It's something to argue about. This is like, oh, I like this place better. No, I like this. So, best beverage truck. We kind of hit all these before.
And I think they're just about in the same order they were before. Elsie Coffee Shack, Blue Moose, and Carolina Coffee.
Yeah, I think that was the exact thing for coffee.
Yeah, and Blue Moose is, if you see their little cabin out, you know, you're going to get something good. Best oil change, which, you know, I thought that was kind of odd, so we just left it in there. Anybody? Cage's Mountain Quick Lube.
That is the fastest.
Oh, okay.
It's not the cheapest, but it's definitely the
It's the fastest. You want to get that NASCAR feel?
Yeah.
And then Baker Tire and the oil well. I'm not familiar with the oil well.
I have no idea where the oil well is.
And I don't use any of these people. Thank you, Allray, on Harper Avenue. Allray Tire. And
Which you're just coming up to.
Best Tire.
oh, the
Store.
best tire store. Allray Tire Center is number 1. Baker Tire Center, number 2. And Bolex Tire, of course, Bolex Tire is huge in Sawmills. It's huge.
I abandoned my dad one day at Bolex Tire. He was having his car worked on there. And he was like, oh, just go on. They've got my truck ready. Well, they didn't. So, another Daughter of the Year moment.
Well,
There.
Bolex Tire is such a iconic place that I went there for a Craigslist purchase one time.
Oh, see?
So
There you go.
I bought an iPod off on Craigslist. Met the guy at Bolex Tire. Best place to purchase a battery. Rainy Battery is number 1. Keever Battery is number 2. And Interstate Battery is number 3. And I will tell you, I had bought a battery from Interstate Battery. They're on Colony Springs Road. And they have every type of battery in the world.
Yep.
That's
and then
the
people
thing.
were...
I think all 3 of these places, like, you need a hearing aid battery? They
Yeah,
got
they
them.
got it. They got
Oh,
it.
wow.
Yeah, you need a battery for your cell phone? They got it. And it's really kind of crazy. But the guys at Interstate Battery, I will say, even though they come in number 3 on here, they were super helpful and very quick. So it was an enjoyable battery experience. Best auto repair. Anybody got any favorites? We got Baker Tile, the Oil Well, and Redemption Diesel Performance and Repair, which I'm not familiar with a lot of those.
I'm not familiar with them. My car repair is, I go, honey, there's something wrong with my car.
Chuck counts.
And he goes, it'll be okay. And I'm like, no, seriously,
There's something wrong.
there's something wrong.
Now, best used car business. If you live anywhere near Wilkesboro Boulevard, you're going to know about Cars Plus.
Cars Plus.
Lord, you can't drive down there. You can't drive towards High Brighton High School without somebody slamming on the brakes to turn in to Cars Plus and look at the fancy cars. So Cars Plus is number 1. Number 2 is Foothills Auto Mart of Lenoir, which I'm not familiar with that right off the top of my head.
I know their owner. He's a great guy.
Where are they at? Do you
They
know?
are on 321, really, like in Lenoir. They're on the south, well, going toward Hickory, so they're in the southern part of it. Just as you come through Smith Crossroads, not very far, near W. Shaw.
Oh, okay. So it's the old, used to be Car Guys years ago, isn't it? It's like they got like a black and red logo or something. Anyway.
I don't know, but anyway, they're down that way.
Yeah, they're down that way.
Friendship Ford.
Friendship Ford is you know, tell us about Friendship Ford. How great is Friendship?
Best auto mechanic.
He's moving on from that one.
He is moving on.
Best auto mechanic. Well,
Chris
they're
at
here
Baker
by
Tire.
name.
Yeah, Chris
Yeah.
by Baker Tile, Brett Marley, the Oil Well, and Adam at A&R Automotive.
Congratulations.
God bless
Yeah,
you,
let's go,
family.
guys.
Yeah, that's a good job.
Best car wash detail, Tidal Wave, Auto Spa.
Which I've heard some slack about Tidal Wave.
I mean,
Have you heard any of that?
when you pay, what, $25 to have your car washed, you expect it to look, you know, good, spotless,
Yeah.
better than I could do. And it ain't. I just got to say, it ain't. But if you want it quick, easy, there you go.
Yeah,
Tidal Wave.
I had heard that they had some damaged cars from their
Oh.
automation.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'd heard, but
Ooh.
you know, that's just gossip, so don't
Stop
sue me. And that's Eric Stafford said that, so you can just sue me, not the county.
And I
Walt Arney Wash and Polish, which I guess is like a detail place. I
It
haven't
is
heard
a
of that.
detail place, new, owned by, I want to say a kid. I think he's still in high school.
Oh, wow, cool.
Is he Walt or is he Arney?
He's neither one. He's Max.
Oh, okay. Max. All right, Max.
Max.
But doing a really good job there. And then Bonnie Mist.
The old Bonnie Mist.
Been around forever.
Been around forever, and yeah, they're just great guys, and go out there and get your car washed. I can't say anything, bad about them. They're good folk. It's a little cheaper than Tidal Wave if you want to do the quick wash kind of thing.
And they will clean out the inside of your car, which mine is nasty right now. So I need to go visit my friends.
There you go. Best auto financing, we have 3 down for that. The Members Credit Union's number 3, Universal Finance is number 2, and State Employees Credit Union is number 1. And I will say, we, as county employees, we probably all use the credit union. Universal Finance we've used from time to time. They're helpful. Members Credit Union I haven't used, but that's the new credit union that's across from Universal Finance on Wilkesboro Boulevard. So there you go. Best doctor, I know none of the, well, I said that, and then I do know one of these doctors, but I don't use him personally, but I mean, he's a great guy. You guys want to do any of these? Anybody know these?
Number 1, we have Amanda Dusablon. Number 2, we have Richard McBurney.
Dr. McBurney,
Yeah,
who's
Dr.
on the
McBurney.
Board of Health here.
And Dr. Julia Sherrill at Amorum.
Oh, and she's at Amorum, so she's, that's...
Hats off. Doctors have a hard
Hats
job.
off. They do have a hard time. Dr. McBurney's just hilarious. He's a great guy.
He's a great guy.
I've just never had to use him for anything, so lucked up with that. Knock wood. Best nurse, Michelle Pezzi. Okay. Sorry. Justin Stewart, who's RN at UNC, and Juanita Carlton is at Amorum. And I think I met Juanita doing some of the shows.
You probably met Juanita. She has been with Amora, formerly Caldwell Hospice and Palliative Care, for decades. Yeah. I'm just going to leave it at that.
I love that auction where you got there.
There you go. Best nurse practitioner, Melissa Carlton at West Point Medical. I went to school with Melissa Carlton, and she was hilarious. She's a lot of fun. Number 2 is Chuck Crisp. He's married to my wife's cousin, so
he's also at
and
Amorum.
He is also at Amorum, and he's a great guy. Jesse Gullett is at Fry Care in Hudson. So congratulations, guys! Good new nurse practitioners in there. Best fitness center.
All right. You want to talk about this or not?
I'll let you talk about it. I've been to all 3, so.
Well, Quest for Life, owned by the hospital. We work out there. Awesome place.
There you go.
Anytime Fitness. We did an interview with Anytime Fitness, and they were hosting a charity event. Great folks, work out anytime. I mean, all great places.
Yeah, you get a passcode at Anytime Fitness. That's the one that's behind Chick-fil-A, and you go in there 24 hours a day. You can work out. If you want to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, fine, but you you go in there by yourself. But anyway, they're really great. We've done a couple of county outings there, and the trainers there were really good. Workout Anytime are persistent, but I would say, equipment-wise, I really think Workout Anytime is the best gym in town. As far as the equipment, the people are great too, but there's something I like about Anytime. Quest for Life has everything. I mean, they even got a little pool. If you want to go in and swim a little bit, they got a little pool in there. So they're all good choices, so I understand that. But definitely Quest for Life is the biggest one in town, I think. Best nail salon.
I guess this one's me.
I don't know. I might have to put in on this.
You probably do. Mary's Nails, which is downtown, it's across from the hospital. Good place. They're number 1. Beauty from Ashes by Serena. Don't know about that one. I'm sure it's great. Happy Nails. Now Sky Nails, I believe.
Is Happy Nails, was that them?
I think so.
I don't think so. I think
don't
it's the
think
one,
so?
I think it's the one beside Jersey Mike.
Okay, well, that may be the one beside Jersey.
I think Happy Nails is beside Jersey Mike.
Well, in that case, then I have been to Happy Nails and Mary's Nails. Both do a really good job.
Yeah, Mary's Nails, my daughter used to go there, and then now they go to Sky Nails, which is on Wilkesboro Boulevard. So, and the guys at Sky Nails are great. Or the guy is. So
the guy and the girl.
The guy and the girl at Sky Nails are really nice. Best men's haircut. Do you have any things on this? Mr. Man?
I'm a Studio Sublime in Hickory.
Oh, okay. All right.
Ooh, fancy.
I have a local barber, and he's not listed. So, and I think he's given me the best haircuts ever. So
That's awesome.
I'm sorry, but anyway, Andy's Barbershop is number one, which is on the square, which I know a lot of county employees go there from up here. Perry's Barbershop and the Salon at Park Square. So. I'm not quite sure where that is.
That sounds so fancy. I feel like that should be like in Charlotte or something.
Salon at Park Square.
I go to Mannheim, which is up on the corner from here, and it's one of the best haircuts ever. But you got to book him. He does private stuff only. You don't just walk in on him.
Wow.
Best women's haircut.
We have Martin and Company hairstyling.
Now I know Martin, and he's a great guy.
Salon at Park Square. Again, I'm not sure where that is, but that name does sound super fancy. And Mirror Hair Salon.
Okay, now I will say Martin and Company is in the shopping center with Food Line and Hudson, and they had burnt down.
Okay,
they were at.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, they were the one that was in Whitnell. That
Salon
burnt
at
down.
Park Square is in downtown Granite Falls.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm going to give you 2 thumbs up on your name.
Yeah, that's pretty
Salon
good.
at Park Square.
That sounds fancy.
It does sound super fancy.
So where's Mirror? Do you know where Mirror is? I haven't heard of Mirror.
I've heard of it.
I'm sorry.
But I will say that
It is on Morganton Boulevard.
Morganton Boulevard, I'm just going to go ahead and say that for women getting your hair cut, maybe it's the same for men, but like when I moved back here, day one on the job, I went to see my lady that had cut my hair before I moved away, and I made an appointment.
Oh.
So these people are just like, they are precious in my life, and I just want to salute all the hairstylists out there and know that I appreciate the work you do, because not everyone can contain this mop.
And something you don't really think about, but like I remember when Meemaw died, that her hairdresser come and did her hair at Pendry's. She came to Pendry's and did her hair, and she was like, "Nope, ain't nobody else doing Meemaw's hair but me." And she come and did Meemaw's hair, and it was like, how can you thank somebody for doing that? I mean, that's like going above and beyond, I think.
Definitely.
But you do have a relationship with the person.
Yeah,
that does your
they're
hair.
family. They're family. They end up being family. Best pharmacy, also known as Pharmacy. Melanie's Hometown Pharmacy, which you hear about on the radio a lot. That lady buys her some advertising. Cage's Mountain Discount Drug, which a lot of people like. And also Walgreens, which if you got to go with a national alternative, there you go. Best massage therapy, I haven't tried any of these out because I was afraid they might rub me the wrong way. That's my joke for that one. Anyway, Lauren Iwaka at the Salon at Park Square. So we know where she's at. She's in Granite. The Wolf Moon right around the corner. The Wolf Moon Salt Cave and Stress Reduction Center. So you can get in there and smell like good sea salt. And Kim Seaver. So,
Fantastic.
So we have, hopefully they won't rub you the wrong way. 24 hours later. We're back. This list was so long that we had to take a break
And come back.
and come back a day later. So we're back with more of the best of Caldwell. Best real estate agency. I don't know much about that, so I'm just going to read the people that won. Barlow and Triplett, Foothills Realty LLC, and Harper Realty. So there you go.
On that one, I'm just saying, now, I've used a real estate agent, and she's awesome, but which agency she's with, I couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
So,
I think real estate agency is hard to really pin down because you really are dealing with that real estate agent and not the entire agency.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, you might, go into their office and do that dreaded paperwork, but otherwise, you're just like working one-on-one with that individual. And we do have a lot of go-getters in our real estate agencies.
For sure.
Yeah. I think you kind of have to be a go-getter to
I
be
do
in that.
too.
You got to be.
I mean, it looks glamorous, but then, oh my gosh, it's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
A lot of work.
Best financial institution. If I learned how to talk.
State Employees Credit Union and one
I'm just saying that.
Universal Finance and and Skyline National Bank, and that's the Hudson branch.
Oh, the Hudson branch.
I love how they've
Where's the Hudson branch of Skyline Bank?
I don't know. They might have taken over like downtown.
Isn't Skyline the one that way long time ago was Bank of Granite, and like it's gone through like 6 transformations? But I could be wrong about that.
I think it is. The one it's over there with the gold mine. Is that the one?
Yeah.
Beside gold mine. There you
I think so.
We'll show you a picture.
This one's fun. Best boss.
This category just amazed me. Best boss. Like, you know.
Hey guys, where am I on this list?
Exactly. It's just
I mean, what's up with that?
Sorry, Paige.
It's okay. I mean, considering like this is the whole team, we really.
Yeah, I was sitting here thinking there's 3 winners. There's 3, top 3, and there's only 3 of us here. So
But we got somebody in Caldwell County that won it. So Don Phipps for Caldwell County Schools.
Okay, he might be okay to work for. I don't know.
Sharon Lohman, JBS.
JBS, they've got a big operation.
Yeah, so that's a lot of meat.
A lot of meat.
And Amy Setzer from Universal Finance.
And if you look back over here, Universal Finance was also one of your best financial institutions.
And it's a small place, so Amy doing good.
Hey, I mean, when they're nice, they're nice.
When they're nice, she's nice,
right.
buddy. They're doing good.
I feel like this is something Eric knows a lot about.
I think you're incredibly wrong on that.
I just feel like
Best local artist. Now that's a whole totally different thing than my brand of art. But I mean, of course, number 1 in our area is the man that's out there all the time, and that's Charlie Fry. Blair Bryant, I'm not familiar with. And Rosie Smith, sorry, Rosie, not familiar with you as well.
Rosie Smith, I actually think we have interviewed here on this show. Rosie
And that makes it even worse.
is Ann Smith's wife, Ann Smith, who we've talked to down at the Hub.
Oh, well, I'm seeing Rosie, and I'm thinking it's Roslyn or something.
No, I believe Rosie has his studio down at the Hub.
Then I know who I'm talking about. And I've met Rosie, and he's a very nice guy, and he's a very talented artist.
Very talented.
And he does a lot of stuff at the Hub. He teaches art lessons at the Hub.
He does. His studio's there. You can buy his artwork at the Red Awning Art Gallery at the Hub.
I'm impressed because I was like trying to think of the name of that gallery. The Red
I had
Awning
a
Gallery.
great moment there, folks. And again, Blair Bryant, just not familiar with the work, but I'm sure.
I probably can tell him. I'm kin to a lot of Bryants. So.
Well, speaking of Bryants,
Blair, if it's a girl.
Oh my goodness.
I feel like this is Keegan's category.
Best local musician.
This is definitely Keegan's category.
Slash band. Darren Bryant won it at number 1, and Shelby Ray Moore was number 2, and Zeb Spencer was number 3. I assume that Darren Bryant doesn't really play like what we show on the channel. I assume that he's like more of like a Moose Lodge person, like going to different venues like that.
No, he plays, but he doesn't play as often, it seems like.
Oh.
And I've met him. He works for the city. And I met him, and he's an incredibly nice man. And I told him he did one of the musician showcases with Pat and Kay Crouch, and he was so good that year. And I was like, dude, what are you doing here? And he's been so friendly to me since then, because I was just really taken aback with his talent and how good he is. And I guess that's why he's number 1. I mean, because a lot of people, and especially people that watch this channel, are going to know number 2.
Shelby Ray Moore, I've filmed her a couple times.
Shelby Ray Moore, or I always say Shelby Ray Moore Band, because it's kind of the whole family's in on that, her uncles and stuff and cousins. Zeb Spencer, I don't know. Do you know Zeb Spencer?
I don't know Zeb Spencer.
So, good luck, Zeb Spencer. You come in 3rd, but we're going to have to go see you someplace.
Yeah, I mean, and we do love to record live music. By we, I mean Keegan.
Well, I mean, I enjoy the live music, and I love that we have it on. So, anytime that we get to do it.
Yes.
So.
Best new business.
Is one, I don't know where it's at. We were talking about this.
We've been talking about this. Carolina Coffee.
Carolina Coffee.
Okay, he's going to get it out.
He's going to do the online research.
He's going to do our online research, so we probably should have done before we started this, but
No, that's what makes it good television, is that we don't prepare.
Carolina Coffee's in Hudson.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So Carolina.
Is it on the main drag and like Main Street, or where's it at?
Hickory Boulevard.
Hickory Boulevard.
Okay.
Oh, okay. It's where the toy shop was.
And is it the place that also has a cereal bar where you can make your own cereal?
Yes.
Okay. Yes,
Oh,
you
well.
can like make your own cereal. I'll let you figure all that out because
But
I've
see-
never been there. But now that's like another must stop and see.
But big cereal people like to mix different cereals, and if you got a bar like that, you can really, if you want to, because there's big cereal people mix it up.
Mix it up.
They mix it up. But anyway, best new business number 1 was Carolina Coffee. Number 2 is Brews and Muse, and if you haven't been to Brews and Muse, my daughter loves it because that's where you go and they have the cats in there. So it's like a coffee bar, but you pay and you go and see the cats, and then the cats are adoptable. So you can adopt the cat. So that's why it's Muse, Brews and Muse.
And just as a side note, Brews and Muse have worked with our animal shelter, county's animal shelter, to help cats get adopted. So there you go. Lots of good work going on there.
So if you want to try a cat out, you're not sure if you're a cat person, go and get you a brew and pet you a Mew. And there you go.
There you go.
And then you got your a Mew, pet you a Mew. And then you got Highway 55. And which, we were talking yesterday, some of us have tried and some of us haven't. So there you go.
Great custard.
Great custard.
Great custard.
Okay.
I feel like the next one's probably me.
This is your
Best
your
nonprofit. We talk to a lot of people who work at nonprofits, and
She does.
I do, because I'm always just so fascinated by the work they have and the passion they have for their work. And all 3 of these, this is just like the top 3.
Yeah, they're big.
They're big here, but there are so many nonprofits doing great work in Caldwell County. I want to say thank you to all of them for all the work they do. But the top 3, Amorum, formerly Caldwell Hospice and Palliative Care, Caldwell County Habitat for Humanity, and Caldwell Pregnancy Center. All 3 doing amazing things. And, you got to stop by the Restore for Habitat for Humanity. You just got to check that place out from time to time.
Yeah, you got to see what kind of furniture you can get for $10.
And they've got like energy efficient light bulbs and stuff like that.
It is the place to buy your light bulbs.
Yeah.
Light bulb place.
And they're open Thursday, Friday, and Saturday?
We actually went without light bulbs for like 3 days until the Habitat Restore reopened, so we could get our light bulbs there.
Yeah. Located just off Harper Avenue.
It is located.
Right down here.
Best funeral home.
Best putting the fun in funeral.
I feel like this one's me too.
There you go. Well,
I'll take it.
now, okay, because you have opened yourself up for this
I have.
opportunity, I'm going to quiz you about what did your mama teach you about going to funerals? Because this is her. It's her life, man. Now, you tell me.
If anybody in our community, I grew up in the Caldwell community, if they pass, that you go to the funeral home. You go and you pay your respects. And Eric and Keegan and both heard me, okay, I'm going to run out to the funeral home. Because
She goes a lot.
I go a lot.
She goes a lot.
My family does know a lot of people. We haven't had a rash in deaths or anything, but I do go quite a bit.
But y'all know everybody. That's the thing. And then
Well, from the northern end of the county, we do, and it's so to the point that I know Jim and Tony at Greer McElveen Funeral Home.
Oh no.
And Reggie Green at Evans Funeral Service. I can't think of the person at Pendry's right now, but that's your top 3.
Yeah.
But I also, as I look at this, I wonder if we didn't have as much voting from the southern end of the county, because Mackey High down in Granite's not listed, but
Bass Smith's not listed.
right.
Sometimes they're.
So anyway, that's your
do
3
stuff.
funeral homes, all located in the Wilkesboro Boulevard area. So
And this is my thing. This is my thing about funeral homes. I want them to have marquees that say "Serving the family of Eric Stafford" or whatever. I want them to have it up there so you don't have to look in the paper. Sorry, paper. You don't have to look in the paper. You don't have to hunt it down. You ride down Wilkesboro Boulevard and then you go, oh, Stafford's there, Smith's there.
well, it
somebody's
also
over here.
helps to make sure you get to the right funeral home for the right receipt, for the right service.
See, I don't go that much.
See, I go that touching
You went to the
them.
wrong funeral.
and it gives the person the chance to have their name in lights one last time.
Yeah, man. They let them run the red lights. It's the only time they let you run the red lights. You know?
Jeez.
But there's so many people nowadays that go, I don't do funerals.
Yeah, I don't
go.
do funerals.
But-
Yeah, I do funerals probably to the extreme. So there you go. You learn more about me.
Hey, if
Little
I know
more.
them, I'll try to go.
Best golf course. Number 1 is Cedar Rock Country Club. Number 2 is Lenoir Golf Course. And 3 is Orchard Hills Golf Club. Incorporated. And you had mentioned a golf course that wasn't mentioned on here.
Yeah, I was he called me on it without
I
me
did.
having to think about it.
I'm sorry.
What's the name of that? It's like a community. It's a golf community. And I'm trying to think of the name of it, and I can't think of it. But anyway, it's in Granite.
Yeah.
And
But I'll go with that. I don't know that I've had the pleasure of going to any of these golf courses. The only time I've golfed is in Boone, I think.
Eric and I had the pleasure of visiting Lenoir Golf Course just
And
the
yeah,
other day.
just the other day, and it's beautiful. And you know, when you drive by it from the road, you're thinking, you know, you don't realize how pretty it is, and then you get down where the golf course is, and you're like, man, the greens look really good.
The greens look amazing, and
the-
if you watch the Robin's Nest episode, you got to see me attempting to putt. Clearly, I'm not a golfer.
And my wife was like, why did you show her not make that shot? And I was like, that's the fun part. That's the fun part. Anyway, moving on to best, I guess, this is your call. 'Cause
Okay.
We'll let you go.
Best park, Broyhill Walking Park was 1, Redwood Park was 2, and Gamewell Park was 3. I got no problem with that list. I will say that I'd probably rather have the other 2 parks other than the walking park because it's kind of one-dimensional. You can only do one thing at the walking park.
You can run.
I mean, yeah, you can run or you can walk.
You
But
feed the
with-
ducks.
But with Gamewell, I would say, okay, so if we're going based upon basketball, go to Gamewell Park. They got better, like,
Yeah, they got a nice basketball.
they got actually have a nice basketball court. But if you want to have the whole baseball experience with the youngins running around, go to Redwood Park.
True.
So, there you go.
And they've also, we know that they have a bocce court at Redwood Park.
Oh, there you go.
If you want to go.
And they
play
basically
bocce.
have 2 parks because you got the one up there and then the one down here. You just choose your own adventure
Well, that's true.
and try to run from Keith Smith.
Yeah.
We love you, Keith.
Just mess with
Or
it.
just go to the pool. Best place to work. We don't know anything about this because we didn't make the top
We didn't
3.
make the top 3. Caldwell County didn't.
So
Conflict of interest, though.
Conflict
You
of-
can't say that
okay.
whole
Well,
county
that's
is a good
true.
place
This
to
is
work.
work. I mean. And best place to work, Amorum, Universal Finance, coming in again, Hickory Falls Health and Rehab. The last one sticks out to me because that is a nursing home, a skilled care facility, and those are difficult places to work. So if
Yeah,
they're
it seems
saying that's the best place to work, that is high praise for
Well,
Hickory Falls.
number one's dealing with
number one's
end of
dealing
life.
with end of life, and again, I feel like the people who work at Amorum are definitely called to be there.
Right.
So best places to work, and it's death, money, and almost death. Just saying. Now this one cracks me up. Me and Keegan talked about this earlier. Best cellular service, like your cell phone service. And we're like, how would you know? Are you going to change your cell phone service? Do you have one cell phone on one service and then another cell phone on another service? No. People buy a plan and then they just stick with it.
Forever.
So, forever. I mean, I would still have Alltel if they wouldn't have closed the place.
Alltel.
So there you go. But best cellular service, number 1 is AT&T, which I'm sorry, but I don't think so, because I don't think they got coverage all over the entire county. And AT&T, you want to bring it? Come find me. Come find me. I'm telling you. I've had friends that had AT&T in Caldwell County, and they could not pick up anything. And I'm sorry, but it's down for number 1. Number 2 is Verizon, which I do have. Full coverage there, so you know I do have Verizon, but that's why I have it, because my friends told me AT&T had no coverage. Number 3, Spectrum, which I'm always amazed when I see the TV commercials for Spectrum as far as cellular service. And they do have a lower price, but I don't know how good it would be.
I don't know how good it would be, but
What do you have, Paige?
I have Verizon.
You have Verizon? Okay.
And I will say, yesterday I was in Caldwell. I pulled up my phone to Google something, and I was able to do that, which that is a big deal there.
That's a miracle in itself.
That is a huge deal. And I was not standing in a weird place, nor, for those of you who know the area, at the phone booth. Yes, there's a place that you can stop in Caldwell where you do have cell service, but if you move your car, you don't.
You will not.
And I also had cell service at my parents' house, which is also a big deal. I was afraid to move, but I had cell service. So there you go.
I have Total, and they just got bought up by Verizon. So I guess we all.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
And that's another thing, I mean, you go with a carrier, and that's kind of what you go with. But
best computer repair.
now, I have a little experience with this because my son bought a gaming computer and wanted to upgrade it last year, and we used the number one guy who's on here is computer stuff, and he's great. He's a great guy. He also sells honey. He's a honeybee farmer and sells honey. So if you want some honey, go to Computer Stuff in Hudson. That's Fairview Shopping Center. PC Paramedics, I don't know.
But I like their name.
Yes. That is a cool name. And Better Alternatives Incorporated.
Okay.
Don't know that one either.
You know about this too, Eric. The pawn shop.
I hunt me some movies at the pawn shop. If you go to a pawn shop, you're probably likely to see me digging through the movies. Best pawn shop is, and I will agree with this wholeheartedly, Steve's Pawn Shop. The guys at Steve's Pawn Shop are everybody is so helpful and so friendly. If you're looking for something, if you want to haggle, they'll haggle. They're good at giving you deals, and there's so many tools in that place. If you're looking for a tool, go to Steve's Pawn Shop.
And
they just recently moved.
So they have a new location.
They just recently moved to Wilkesboro Boulevard. They were in the shopping center with Yokefella, and then they moved the Crossroads Shopping Center, and then they moved to the old Job Service Center right beside Speedy on Wilkesboro Boulevard. But Rick's Pawn Shop is good. I've gone there and got some movies. American Trade Loan, it's just down the street. I stop there and look at the movies, see what they got. And sometimes they have, you'll find like some random electronic devices you might want to pick up. I take a gander. I like looking at the pawn shops. I like that.
Well, you like looking at the pawn shops. I like looking at the jewelry store. Yes, my taste is a little more expensive than Eric's movie habit, but
they got jewelry at the pawn shop.
They do have jewelry at the pawn shop, and usually that's what I look at when I'm at the pawn shop too. So, for all things sparkly in Caldwell County, the Gold Mine, the Mr. Bill Warren down in Hudson.
Yeah.
Cheryl's Jewelry. I'm not sure where they are.
I don't know where Cheryl's is either.
But I'm sure they have a lot. Oh, here he comes.
He's dating for us.
Garen's Jewelry and Design. I believe that's
in Whitnall.
In Whitnall,
across from the pregnancy center.
Yeah, I figured it was. It's on the Park Square in Granite.
Park Square again.
Park Square.
Granite.
Way to go, Granite.
Yeah, Granite Falls.
Way to show, Granite.
Way to go, Granite, with that fancy name. Jerry Church's doing some good planning development down there.
So we need to go walk around downtown Granite, which have they already had their merchandise festival?
Yes, they just had their
Just
had their Merchants Festival, but they do have a Veterans Day service coming up on November 10th.
Yeah,
there you go.
They have a really good veteran service. I will say that. They do. Best home furniture. Now this is another.
I do love furniture. Maybe I grew up in a place that made a lot of furniture.
Something like that.
Something like that. But anyway, best home furnishings, number one, Smoky Mountain Furniture. I was in there recently. I didn't buy anything, but I was looking at couches, and they were just so friendly and so helpful. And they wanted me to get the product that was best for me.
That place is huge.
It's huge as well. Caldwell Habitat, again, that restore. They get new stuff from the furniture factory, so you never know what you're going to find in there.
Yeah, people donate stuff, so it's brand new stuff.
Some of it is brand new. We did get a couple of brand new couches from Habitat, Bernhardt. They were awesome. Shaw Furniture and Appliance. again, I've shopped there. I know the owners. Great place. Very
Mark's still there?
I think Mark is still there.
I mean, Mark's been working there since he was like a teenager.
Yes.
Yeah. Because I remember seeing him there as a teenager. We're about the same age. I think I'm a little older. But he wears it better. I'll give him that.
So, yeah, go see Mark. I don't know if Miss Ann is still popping in from time to time there, but definitely stop by all three of these. Support our local furniture industry.
Yeah.
You know good furniture. You're from Caldwell County. You know it when you see it.
Need a mattress? Shaw Furniture's got your mattress. I'll tell you that. They got Sealy, they got all that. I'll tell you that. Best customer service, which I think our department has the best customer service.
I'm going to go ahead. Can I just tell a little story here?
Yeah, sure.
We had, I'm not sure I'll get this right, but anyway, they were like free speech, free media, people come to see us, come to visit.
Now I know the story.
And they stop in. Eric was the only one of us free that day, but they stop in, and I don't know if you've ever walked the basement hall of Caldwell County Office Building, but if you just glance in their little office here, they have more plastic than Tupperware, people. I mean, they have got the figures. They've got DC. They've got Marvel. They've got Star Wars. There's
Action
movie
figure
posters.
museum.
It is a toy box.
It is.
So anyway, free media person comes in to see Eric, and he just brings them in his office, shows them around.
I'm friendly to people.
And
people were stunned. But I'm friendly to everybody.
Stunned, but let me tell you, he did an awesome job. And he really does that with everybody that comes in, because we do see a lot of people who walk in this building and they're like, I don't know where to go. And these are the first people they often run into. So,
yeah, and we tell them how to get there.
So, yes.
Sometimes we even walk them to their destination. Make it easy.
True. It's true. We do have, this department does, I don't want to say y'all have great customer service.
You get them too, but I mean, people come in looking for different departments for the county, and they may or may not be in this building. And we try to help them as best we can, and that's just good customer service. We try to have a good customer service.
Well, they're usually looking for tax, and Josh does his best to hide. Let's be honest.
Well, okay, I mean, sometimes when you're coming to see somebody at the county, it's not for a good reason. You're coming because you're going to see registered deeds because somebody died. And you got to go get a death certificate or something like that. So you're not happy. Then down the hall is Veterans Affairs. So you have a medical problem or something like that you're trying to get assistance with. And then you have the tax. You're trying to either get them to lower your tax, or you think your tax is unfair and you want them to hear you out. So there's a lot of little things that, I mean, it's we govern and we manage and we try to help, but these are things that sometimes aren't fun. So we try to be as nice as you can, because I mean, I see us as stewards, and even though that I am, and it is kind of a calling, and even though that I am in public information and I'm usually taping people, I have had people that I tape go, I thought this was going to be really difficult and you made it very easy. And I'm like, good, that's what we want. We want you to be happy. And but we try to help people all the time. I mean, they call on the phone and they say, I've got a court date. We get that a lot. And we get people calling and they call public information because they don't know where the courthouse is. And so they'll call us and it's like, I got a court date today. And I'm like, oh, honey, let's help you out. Let's get you where you need to go. So we try. We do try. We're trying to be good people. But anyway, best customer service overall. Thank you for telling that story, because that's kind of embarrassing. But best customer service overall for the county, and everybody knows this.
Chick-fil-A.
Number one's Chick-fil-A.
The branding, man.
The brand, man. But they are. They're incredibly nice, and they'll do anything for you. Mm-hmm. So one time I went through there, and this is an embarrassing story yet again, but I went through there and left the bank card at home. And went through the line, and they were like, just go on. And they gave me the food.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, and I was like, I'll be right back.
I just live down here.
I just live down the street. I'll be right back. And they're like, no, you just have a good day. Well, and I'm not saying do that to them, but,
no, yeah, exactly.
But they were super sweet.
That's awesome.
So
And I just recently went to the one in Hickory, and I will say it wasn't as good.
Oh, well, there you go.
They wanted to like push you through, so they were asking you to pay while you're driving.
Oh.
So like you're trying to go up, and he's like trying to hit the thing, and they're like running the wrong side with the card reader. And you're like, oh my God, why couldn't we just stop here? But I haven't had that happen at Lenoir one. So
Is that the one on 70, on Highway 70, across from the mall?
Yeah.
Okay. Because there is one up in Beaumont.
But we also have, let's get back to the
Elsie Coffee
Yeah.
Shack.
Elsie Coffee Shack, which I think we've discussed, we haven't been there. And then we got Universal Finance again.
Obviously, a great place to work, and they're happy
Awesome.
They're happy.
when you go there.
Best grocery store is Aldi, and second is Ingles Markets, and third is Food Line on Wilkesboro Boulevard.
And that amazes me because I live off of Wilkesboro Boulevard, and I go to that Food Line, and I love it. But the other Food Line down Morganton Boulevard has more stuff.
It does, but if I have to drive across town, and I realize we're talking like 5 minutes, folks. I'm adult enough to know that, but I'm like, I just want to go to my Food Line.
Well, and because it's my neighborhood store, I'd rather go to Food Line, and I can get in and out of Food Line in 5 minutes. If I go to Walmart, then that's a whole other thing.
Oh,
And Walmart didn't make the list. I'm sorry, y'all.
As you can see.
But Aldi is up there because of the produce. I can tell you that, because you get in there and then you got Aldi brands of stuff, and you can't find. I wanted a Sun Drop. Nope, you ain't getting no Sun Drop at Aldi. So you ain't getting no coleslaw unless it's summertime.
It's true.
So you have Kraut all day long, because I don't know if you know or not, but they're German. It's a German company, and but they have great produce. That's the only reason I go is produce. And Ingles, I don't make it that far to that end of the county that much, but when I am down there, I do try to swing by.
When I'm
and
down
look.
there, I try to stop at Ingles.
Yeah, it's a great store. Great store.
Thrift store. I look at Keegan because his sister is really all about the thrift store.
She likes
so
the
I feel like
consignments.
Big into the
I feel like
antiques.
he may have a little bit of insight here. I don't know.
Yeah, so number one was Caldwell Habitat for Humanity, of course.
Great store.
Great store. Yoke Fella, thrift shop. Glad they got the nod. And Second Bloom Boutique, which is third.
Now, I haven't been to Yoke Fella. I do my movie hunting, man. I'm not kidding you. And I haven't been to Yoke Fella since they're in the new building.
Yeah, they moved over to where the old furniture building used
Yeah, it used to be Kimbrell's.
Kimbrell's.
But anyway, and before that, if you're really old like me, it was Lowe's Foods.
That's
But anyway, I haven't been there since they moved there, but I remember going and buying movies at the one on Harper. And Second Bloom, man, we've been there. The channel has been there. Maybe not these guys, but the channel has been there a lot. And if you're a lady looking for some clothes, that's the place to go, man, because they, and I don't know if you know it or not, or you guys might at home, but Second Bloom Boutique is for the women's shelter. It's for the Caldwell Women's Shelter.
Awesome.
So it's a fundraiser for them, but they have good clothes. And if you're a lady and you're trying to get a job and you want to get like some business clothes or something like that, deals, man. Can't beat it. Can't beat it.
Keegan, I feel like you should talk
This is
about
all Keegan
best
right here.
date night spot.
I don't know of a date night spot. I mean, we talk about tumbleweeds, and tumbleweeds is like the number one nominated thing on this thing. I gotta say, we gotta go to Tumbleweeds.
Yeah,
we're gonna go to any
hitting the
business.
Tumbleweeds.
Tumbleweeds Steak and Tavern, and that's behind Dos Amigos, as we've talked before. And there's Hart's General Store and Creamery, and that's out the way in I-90.
Yeah.
Yep. And then 1841.
Okay. What I was going to say.
I mean, it's all the same people.
It's all the same people from other restaurants, and they're great restaurants, great places to go. But I suddenly, in the name Tumbleweed Steak and Tavern, I'm like, doesn't a tavern mean that you can spend a night?
I don't know.
Well, in the Old West, you
The Old
could. I mean, I'm going to my cowboy movie watching day.
Well, it looks like a saloon.
Right.
It's built like a saloon.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that's what they're going
when you
with.
say tavern, That sounds like you're getting to spend a night.
It's kind of small. I wouldn't recommend it.
But when I think of date night, I usually think of more than food. Like I think of an actual experience. Like you actually have to do something. Like, I don't know, go bowling or go see a movie, like that kind of thing. That seems more like a date thing.
Okay, so it's dinner and grocery shopping. Does that count as a date night?
You and Chuck going out to dinner?
I just want to
Once you get married, there's like, oh, let's go to the Walmart. I need paint or something. And then you go to the Walmart on a Friday night at 8 o'clock, and you're walking around after you had dinner somewhere. And then
I get Lowe's a lot. Let's go to Lowe's.
Let's go to Lowe's. Look us to.
And our last categories here doesn't really focus on Caldwell County. It focuses on best place to eat in Blowing Rock, best place to eat in Morganton, and best place to take out of town visitors in the county. So it's sort of a more broad categories here. But best place to eat in Blowing Rock is the Town Tavern, apparently.
Yet another tavern.
Another tavern. Foggy Rock made second. And Woodlands Barbecue made third.
So. I know a lot of people cross the line to go to Woodlands.
Do you?
Yeah, I do. So
probably
not so much since JD's here.
We used to cross the line a lot to go to Woodlands. Spend a lot of time going up the mountain for restaurants.
Yeah. And how about Morganton?
Abley's, number 1. Longhorn Steakhouse, number 2. Didn't know they had a Longhorn.
I didn't know they had a Longhorn.
3 is Treat.
I believe the Longhorn is there in that new shopping center.
With a Walmart?
No, that's not right.
Oh, with...
No, I am wrong about that. Longhorn is near the hospital.
Okay.
So it's
Okay.
the old Western Steer that was up on the...
I think it might be.
On the hill? Or is that where Cracker Barrel's at?
That's where Cracker Barrel's at. It's just on that strip there, I'm pretty sure.
Strip steak?
It's your steak.
Now, what's Treat?
That's a good question. I don't know.
It's just called Treat.
I don't know.
I feel like that's an ice cream place.
It's got to be.
Okay.
It's gotta be.
And Abley's, wasn't that the old Shoney's?
Yes.
Yeah, so it was old Shoney's, and they always had like they had good home cooking as I recall.
Don't they do a buffet kind of thing there at Abley's?
Yeah. Which I would think buffets would be passé in this day and age.
Looks like Treat's a little bit more fancier than just ice cream. It's got
it's way fancier. I just
get like
what is that? It looks like some kind of bread.
Yes.
Garlic knot sort of
thing. A lot of shrimp I'm seeing in most of these pictures.
A lot of shrimp. It does look fancy.
We're a little inland for a lot of shrimp. I'm just gonna say
it. Fancy place. There you are.
Now this subject this matters. Best places to take out of town visitors. Now, what do you guys think on this?
Well, it seems like we got most of the same people. We got Elsie Coffee Shack LLC. We got JD Smokehouse,
which is pretty good. But you're looking Thursday through Saturday.
And Carolina Coffee. So you're getting coffee with the visitors apparently.
Oh yeah, take them out to the coffee house.
Where would you take an out-of-town visitor?
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
Visitor. Oh my goodness.
I mean, because all these center around food.
Right.
Is there?
Right, but is there like a hangout spot?
A hangout spot?
I don't know. I'm gonna just take them to Bo's and go bowling with them. Just gotta say, probably do that.
Well, you got any? Where do you take out-of-town people?
Well, my out-of-town people often want to go furniture shopping.
Oh, really?
So, that's one place is to hit Smoky Mountain Furniture and take the drive down 321.
Sweet. Do you go to the big furniture mall? Do you go to the...
Yeah, I mean, depending on what they're looking for.
Yeah.
And of course, I always swing by Habitat just to make sure.
Yeah, never.
But then, there's also a lot of scenic beauty. So
yeah, exactly. If you want to go out and see something, be in the woods.
Be in the woods. We've got that too.
We've got trees.
We've got trees. We've got Wilson's Creek.
True.
Take
them to see a waterfall.
You can take them to see a waterfall. Lots of things to do.
Go fishing.
Mm-hmm.
Now I will say, talking on my personal experience, that I have folks that have moved out of town, and then when they come home, the one place they want to go, Icy Freeze.
Really?
They want
the greasy
They want a burger from
I
Icy
can
Freeze.
appreciate that.
So it's like I've been around the world and I'm back home and now I want a burger from Icy Freeze. So that didn't make the list, but that's the I mean, I know people that moved to South Carolina and they come back up here to eat at Icy Freeze.
A restaurant that didn't make the list on any of these lists is Little Italy. And I go there more than most of these restaurants.
And Little Italy's good.
It's like got a variety of a menu, and for a place that doesn't have a lot of places you can just go in and be waited on, I feel like it's pretty good.
During the height, I'm going to say almost the height of COVID, I went there to get some...
Italy Grill, sorry.
Yeah, the Italy Grill.
That's it.
And I went there to get some takeaway, and as most people were doing in those days. And I go in there, and there's this strange man in front of me, and I'm like, man, I know that dude in that mask. I know that dude, Paige's father.
Nice.
Was right in front of me.
Larry the man.
So got to see Larry. How you doing? And grab some Little Italy and run out the door with my mask on.
So we do. I think we're very blessed to have a lot of great local businesses. This focused on all businesses.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and there's so much we didn't cover. Some areas we have no expertise in. Well, obviously.
But we'll try.
We'll try. I mean, obviously, we don't have expertise in a lot of the areas we covered because we just tried. But we do have a lot of great local businesses that need your support. And
need your help, need your support, and if you can go local, I mean, it's going to help the economy here in our county so much better. So stay inside the lines, folks. Stay here if you can.
If you can.
Yeah, stay in the county if you can, and look for the little seal for the best of Caldwell.
That's right.
Because they'll have it hanging on their wall if you go in there.
They will.
Past winners and current winners. So
For sure.
So, well, thank you guys for taking 2 days out of your life to spend with us. And
this was fun.
And talk about businesses in Caldwell County and the best of Caldwell County. Because this is something, people talk about it all year long. Mm-hmm. They talk about when the voting starts. They talk about when the results come out. They talk about it all year long. Good conversation starter.
Good conversation, and we're all taking a field trip to Tumbleweeds, apparently.
And I'm staying the night because it's a tavern.
Yeah, apparently. I believe that was the actual one that won the most categories, was Tumbleweeds.
Yeah, it was probably Tumbleweeds.
I think it was 15.
Yeah. So good job, Tumbleweeds. So, all right. See you next time.
Bye.